before we get to the workout, I wanted to say real quick, give you guys a little update. A lot of you guys know that I've been working with a coach, Dylan, and he's phenomenal. I can't recommend him enough. His information is actually going to be in the description of this video in case anybody wants to hire him. For the time being, I decided it's best I focus on losing weight, and in the future we might work together again. But for now, I really want to focus on cutting. When I'm ready to start bulking, I'm probably going to hire him again. Now, he's a good coach. He could definitely help you lose weight. Just me personally, I don't think I need much help in that aspect. So again, if you guys want to follow him or add him, he's going to be in the description of today's video. Now, before we get into this program, there's one more thing I need to say. I see a lot of people in the comments, specifically Sergio, picking on the little guy Lenny with these hashtags, stronger than Lenny, Lenny could never. Now listen, stop. Sergio and everyone else, you guys need to understand, Lenny literally almost died yesterday, guys. He had a little bit too much Taco Bell. I actually had the doctor send me a picture of his x-ray right over here. Now we can see that the quarter at least looks like it's gonna make it through, but here we got a grilled cheese burrito that it almost ruptured his stomach. So we're out here, we're praying for Lenny, we love you. Please, a steady recovery. Let's cut the guy some slack and let's give him a break, please. Now for today's workout, it's gonna be a lot less volume, like I said earlier, because we're gonna try to drive up the intensity. And we're gonna do stuff like drop sets, so it's gonna be a really good workout. We're gonna do 2 sets in the incline machine press. We're also gonna do 2 sets flat bench press, a giant set of dumbbell incline flies. Then for triceps, we're gonna do some skull crushers. And I got a new machine from Rogue, so that's gonna be sick. I'm gonna be able to show you guys the dip machine that I got. And also we're gonna end the night with some lateral raises. That's all gonna be supersetted. So every time I do a tricep workout, I'm gonna do lateral raises. It's gonna be 4 sets lateral raises, 2 sets of 2 different tricep workouts. All right, let's get it. Now, before we start the workout, I'm gonna do something a little different, and don't expect it very often because I'm gonna actually try to just see where my bench strength is at, and I'm gonna try to do a little PR, see where we're at. Now, these past few weeks, we've been focusing on looks and just trying to, really grind the muscle out and get a nice soreness. So we've been doing a lot of low weight, high reps. However, it's good to every now and then just see how much weight you could do for 1 rep. So I'm gonna try to see in the bench where we're at now because it's been a while since I even regular bench press. So let's just see. Before we start, if you guys need to hear an excuse, my shoulder's kind of hurting, my elbows are hurting, I'm getting kind of old, I might have arthritis, we don't know what's going on, so let's hopefully see if we can still hit 2 plates. All right, let's get it. Now we just hit 135 for 2. We added 25 pounds on each side. So according to my 3rd grade math level, that's 185 up next. Again, we're just trying to see where our strength is at. I'm not gonna go and do anything crazy here. I'll probably just do it 1 time. Let's see what we can get, all right? All right, guys, so we hit 135, then we hit 185, now we got 225. And for those that don't know, this means it's 2 plates, which is kind of like a benchmark for a lot of people. We're gonna go ahead and crush this. Now, real quick before I start, I wanna just, this should be obvious, but always do it with safety in mind. I have the safeties in place so I won't die. Obviously, don't be that guy that dies doing a bench press. I mean, that'd be kind of whack. Now, after 225, adding 10 pounds on each side, that's about 245. To be honest, this is gonna be a PR for me, so if I hit this, it's gonna be a little bit of a big deal for me. Okay, so now back to the regularly scheduled routine. It's kind of funny we did that, but hey, you sometimes got to see what you can do, and the only way you know is by trying. I was looking back at the tape, and I don't know, you guys be the judge if that last rep counts or not. My wife says it does. I know I didn't go fully down, but looking at it again, I did go a lot lower than I thought. So a lot of you out there, that's kind of better than most of your reps out there. I'm looking at you, Lewis. Up next, we're gonna do the incline machine press, and we're gonna actually be using a spring-loaded pin. And what this does is it allows me to do a drop set without standing up so that we could keep constant time under tension. So you're gonna see me do as many as I can, and when I can't do anymore, I'm gonna just drop the stack, and this is gonna fly out, and it's gonna allow me to go a little bit harder than last time. So we're out here, we're gonna just see how many we can do. 130 pounds to start with, and then it's gonna go down about 20 pounds. We're gonna do as many reps as possible. Let's get it. All right, so we just did our 2 sets on the machine incline press, and let me tell you, hitting those PRs earlier definitely took its toll on me. I'm definitely gassed and out of breath, but it's okay. We'll just take a little bit of a longer break in between workouts. Up next, we're gonna have the flat bench. Now, you might have noticed when I'm doing incline presses here, I was using a neutral grip, and the reason being is I like to switch up my grips whenever possible, just because to me, I like to just try to have as much variety as possible. It keeps everything fresh. Another thing, when you see me doing these flat bench presses here, you're gonna see I'm only gonna be doing 135. The reason being is we're going back to regular schedule programming where we're gonna do more high reps. We're gonna shoot for above 12 reps on each of these sets. And remember, I'm already gassed a bit, so hopefully we'll get a good pump. All we're trying to do is get a pump. You guys remember, it's about growing, not showing. All right, guys, let's get it. Okay, we just finished our 2 sets in the flat barbell bench press, and I'm kind of disappointed. I think I only hit 13 and then 11. Obviously, it's probably from hitting those PRs earlier. I'm a little bit gassed out, but that's fine. At least, you know, we got to try something a little bit different. Up next, we're gonna have a giant set with a slight incline on some dumbbell flies. And what a giant set is you set a goal, which is gonna currently be 50 reps. And we're gonna do as many sets as it takes to get to 50, but we're gonna try to do as many reps as possible on each set. Hopefully, I could get it done between 2 to 3 sets. I don't really want to have to force a force set, but in between you're going to take a regular rest period, whether it be like 1 to 3 minutes. So let's see how many sets it's going to take us. We're going to hit 50 reps and it's going to be about 50 pounds total. It's relatively light. Again, we're just trying to pump some blood into the muscle. Let's get it. Okay, we just finished the giant set of the incline flies. You might have noticed it was only a slight incline. It was about only 20 degrees. And the reason I did that is so I didn't have to add the seat. And it was kind of like in the middle of a flat and an incline. I actually liked it. It felt a pretty good pump. We managed to get 55, which is 5 more than what we wanted in 3 sets. So up next comes the final part of the workout where we're gonna work out the triceps. And each set, we're gonna superset it with some dumbbell lateral flies. Now, first it's gonna be 2 sets of the skull crushers, dumbbell lateral raises, and then it's gonna be 2 sets with the dips with the lateral raises. Now, you might notice when I do the dips, I got a new machine. It's a Velociraptor from Rogue. It's really, really, really cool. I'm getting used to it. And you can incline the handles, so I still don't know whether I want them declined or inclined. I got to do a little more like research and playing around with it. And you might notice that when I do them, I'm gonna have a band over them. And the reason being is, obviously, I'm still fat, guys, so I weigh a lot, and I'm trying to do as many reps as I can. So the band's gonna take a little bit of that weight off and allow us to get a higher rep range, because if not, I think I'd only do under 5 or maybe start half rep in it, which we don't really want to do here. Hashtag Sam Silik. But other than that, let's just see how many we can do. I'm going to try to wrap this video up because I don't want to make it too long since we added the PR stuff. So I'm going to do a little bit less yapping and more work. So let's get it. All right, friends and family, we just finished our 4 supersets. One thing to note, I thought the lateral raises were actually a little bit too easy. So next week, we're definitely gonna increase the weight on that next workout. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the program. I think we're gonna continue going forward with this. I'm definitely loving it, and I think we could grow from here on out. And I'm pretty happy with the PR. I hit a little bit over 215. That means the next goal, I'm sorry, no, I hit a little bit over 225. So that means the next goal is gonna be eventually to hit 315. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you can see the journey, and hopefully we'll get there soon enough. All right, thanks for watching.